All right, let's get right to her.
Look at these beauties.
Yeah, and this is something I never even knew existed until last year when Stacy introduced it to me. So I was so excited when we talked earlier this week and we were talking about different things and you said, let's do hatch chilies. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah, because hello again, I'm Alicia Laventure alongside meteorologist Wes Houx on this beautiful Saturday morning. Sun's starting to come up.
It is.
I don't see any well,
just a few clouds out there. Yeah, we got some clouds off towards the east of us that are a little bit of light rain producers.
Okay.
I wouldn't change my outdoor plans today. It's still not going to be a washout. We're going to have plenty of sunshine and below normal temperatures.
Last night, though, speaking of light, the lightning strikes we saw, those were pretty intense.
Yeah, we had some nice little storms. Well, I say nice little storms.
Pretty little lightning strikes.
Some pretty looking in appearance storms. That's the best.
From afar, they're always a lot prettier, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we might see a few more of those in the forecast this afternoon, Alicia, but we'll talk about that in moderation. We're not looking at widespread heavy rain today. Here's a look at the satellite and radar as we speak. You can see the rain showers that are falling off towards the east of Dallas-Fort Worth from Terrell back towards Kaufman County and into Greenville, just kind of working their way westward.
Too long ago, 3.6 magnitude in Pawnee, Oklahoma. But of course, around 7 o'clock this morning, we felt the shaking here in North Texas.
Yeah, it was amazing. Right around 7:02, we felt that initial quake push through, and we were worried or concerned that we might see some aftershocks.
Right.
So you're
but
saying
so
that's
far we haven't. Over there in Oklahoma, but of course not here in North Texas. We were just joking just before, saying Wes was saying it was a quiet morning, quiet start, but that lasted all of 2 minutes.
2 minutes for the top of our show. Yeah, with us starting at 7 a.m. and going on the air, it was a quiet morning, and then all of a sudden the rumbling started. Here you can see it. That's that bright red epicenter just to the west of Tulsa. You can see that here on the map. Northern Oklahoma, about say 60 to so miles from Oklahoma City itself. This was a 5.6 magnitude earthquake at 7:02 this morning. Marcus Moore will be in a little bit later here to talk about that again. This is 250 miles south of us down I-35, and we felt that shaking here on the ground in North Texas.
A little bit on edge this morning, maybe because of the shaking that we felt. So talk to us about how animals respond to Mother Nature sort of doing her thing unexpectedly.
Well, much like people, we get it's a little unsettling to have your environment suddenly shake. And, and with pets, there are some pets that are more sensitive to motion sickness, and it stands to reason with pets, they also have better senses. So they usually are going to pick up even before we pick up, kind of the pre-rumblings of what's happening with an earthquake. And Zor here is a little, right now, just kind of nervous.
A little antsy.
And he wasn't like this before 7 o'clock. So. And I think also just being in the studio too. But,
he knows he's going to be famous here now. So
that's it. So Zor is a 4-year-old. Come here. Let's show off. Let's show off the other side of your body. And,
hi, buddy. So yeah, when the ground isn't shaking, what's Zor normally like?
So he's normally a pretty chill dog.
Okay.
He gets along good with other dogs.
Thankful to have Susan, our good friend here. She comes to us in from Central Texas, and she was on earlier this year, you might remember, and we're paying tribute to hatch chili season with a great recipe that you've had here. And this is a very healthy and very simple way to make something for the family this time of year. Of course, being the fall, we've got a lot of people trying to get school ready and for the evenings, right?
Yes, as a mom, I love casseroles because it makes so much at one time, and what you don't eat, you can either eat the next day or freeze it. This is going to freeze really well. It's a hatch chili casserole.
All right, let's get right to her.
Look at these beauties.
Yeah, and this is something I never even knew existed until last year when Stacy introduced it to me. So I was so excited when we talked earlier this week and we were talking about different things, and you said, let's do hatch chilies. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah, because they're only in season for 3 weeks out of the entire year. So if you want to find them in grocery stores fresh, you got to go right now.
Okay.
We are smack dab in the middle of it. You can always find them canned or frozen, but I love using fresh ingredients. So first, what we have here is some chicken cooking.
Ooh, all right.
Once that's finished, we're going to shred it up nicely, along with some sausage that I've already cooked ahead of time.
Okay.
And then we take our hatch chilies and we place them under the broiler just for about 10 minutes.
Put them in the oven with the broiler. So that means the door's open a little bit, right?
Well, no, I kept it closed, just super hot, and you're going to want to flip them like every 3 minutes to make sure they get nice and charred and blistered, and they come out
looking like this.
Looking like this. Voila.
Okay.
And so then you just take the skins off. It comes off nicely, and take the seeds and the membranes out of the middle, and you're left with
a mixture
beautiful roasted green chilies, which kind of look like this after they're all chopped up.
Okay.
They're so good.
They smell amazing too.
They're actually healthy.
And they're very healthy for you, huh?
Yeah, vitamin A, vitamin C, potassium, lots of good stuff in hatch chilies. Yes. So we're going to mix up the meat and the chilies.
Okay.
And that makes our filling. So we dump it in a casserole dish. Again, this is just couldn't be easier.
So we have pork, which is
we do have pork.
Okay, we got pork. What are the main ingredients here? Obviously, the hatch chilies. And
chilies, pork or sausage. You can use either one, and then the shredded chicken, and that's it. And I always say, go for good, high quality meat.
That's where you don't want to sacrifice.
You don't want to sacrifice there. You want to make sure that it's clean, not full of antibiotics or preservatives or things like that. So spend a little extra on your meat, and then. So not only is this super easy and super healthy, but it's going to be delicious. I can't wait for you to try it. Okay, so here is the sauce. Now, what makes this so healthy is that I've left out all the cheese and all the heavy cream.
That's the fun part, right?
No. Trust me, you're not going to miss it.
Here. Okay.
Okay, so that is just some salsa verde out of a can or a jar, and I looked on the ingredients to make sure there was nothing weird added to it like MSG or sugar or anything. It's just pure, clean salsa verde. Then I've got some, let's see, chili powder, cumin.
And then this is?
That is arrowroot powder.
Put all this in it too?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a thickener. So rather than using flour or cornstarch, we're using arrowroot powder as our thickener. And then you want 2 whole limes. 2
whole limes, not to be confused with lemons.
No, those are limes.
All right. Mix these up, pour them in.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to have to hurry up here.
You're going to have to hurry up.
Pour that
So you whisk.
All right.
And throw it on top of the filling.
Good deal.
That's it.
That's it. That's your topper.
That's it. And you want to cover it, place it in an oven for about 350 degrees for about 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And
the finished product. Oh boy, look at this. Check
voila.
It out.
That's what it looks like when it is all cooked and ready to go. So for a topper.
Okay, instead of
crackers and butters and things like that, I'm going to let us use pork rinds.
Pork rinds instead, so it's healthier that way.
It's healthier than crackers and butter, I promise. And then a lot of cilantro, which makes it delicious. So we just toss it on the top for a nice crispy.
And she claims this is fully healthy this way.
It's healthy, y'all.
It looks delicious.
It looks very healthy. Those fresh herbs, that fresh cilantro looks so good.
Don't you think everything's better with cilantro?
Absolutely.
Everything's better.
I've come to love it a lot.
Well, this is better.
Healthy edition.
Yummy. Yes. So I have some plates, and we'll serve it up here in just a minute and
we'll
have a
taste it during the commercial break.
Sounds good. If you guys could smell what we smell in here, this is just incredible. So if you missed it last year, we'll put a link up to Stacy's segment on